most cheaters come with smoking guns on the first date. There's always some signal that their behavior was not transparent. And whenever you catch them cheating, usually they say, I always knew because from day one they were like this. And I always say people usually don't lie. They might say lies, but they show you their red flags pretty much from day one. And it might have been that they were in a relationship when you met them, or it might have been that you caught them in a few lies when you first got with them. You would have caught some signs that this person is capable of deeper lies. And I'm not saying you should always look for the bad, but when we keep ignoring poor behavior, what ends up happening is we are becoming distant from the truth. Even if your partner is cheating, no problem. We are going into denial. I actually you have to have radical relationship with the truth. And there are some women out there that are mistresses. They're so happy in that role because they know the truth. They know that he goes there, spends time with his wife, I'll see him when I see him. Truth is really important. So the more you align yourself with truth, the more you won't actually get blindsided. But when you start missing red flags again and again, you haven't been intimate in months, somebody's not coming home on time, nothing's adding up, and you keep making excuses. Unfortunately, we create the environment for these types of people to flourish. It's almost better that you protect your own home and protect your own sanity. It doesn't mean you become accusatory, but you know that your treatment is not what you appreciate. And if they continue like that, they don't have to cheat. The behavior is enough for you to start setting a boundary. And the behaviors, you don't need, because some cheaters will say, well, you can't prove anything. Cheaters will always want you to catch them red-handed. You as the person should say, I don't need red-handed evidence. I can see your behavior is not treating me rightly. Stop them there before they get to the point where they're disrespecting you more and more.
That's where the gaslighting comes in.
Yeah,
right?
that's like where the gaslighting is.
Yeah, people get gaslit.
They do get gaslighted really heavily. And this is, even as a psychologist, and when I'm as a therapist, and this is where I have to be a lot more empathetic because I've had clients there that were like, she keeps accusing me. And they're so convincing that I'm like, you need to stop accusing him. And then she'll say to me afterwards, I found out he was having an affair the whole time. So the gaslighting is very, very real. But the feeling they give you is always true. So they'll lie to you. Their words, their lips will be there. But your feeling, that gut instinct that something's not right or they're lying to you, try and pay attention to that. And even if you never get evidence, that feeling is partly your partner's responsibility to help soothe those anxieties, not make them worse. So if you have that feeling and they're just like, babe, whatever you need, to make you feel better, no problem. I've got nothing to hide. But if they get less and less transparent, try and pay attention to that.
What I'm hearing from you is if you pay attention to the signs that you're seeing, you don't let yourself be in a position where you're taken advantage of.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying know your partner better than they know themselves. So the moment they start changing, you spot it quicker than they can. And I'm sure you have this with Radhi, where you probably know her so well that it would be difficult for her to have a double life without you. You'd know her behaviors, the way she moves, how she talks, how she kisses you, everything. You pay close attention. But you pay so much attention to your partner, it's quite difficult for them to live a whole double life without you catching on. So try and stay attuned as much as you can.
Every relationship has a rhythm, it has a pattern.
Yeah.
And when the pattern's off, you check in.